Good afternoon for the first time. A game starting in the afternoon. 4 of 8 getting ready to tip off here from the Great Western Shootout. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Grant Hicks is on the camera today. You're watching TSSR Game Time live, presented by MDH, coverage of the Great Western Shootout. This one has the Rockridge Rockets against the Columbia Eagles. We are getting ready for starting lineup announcements. Hayes Van Bruzigen. Jack Steckler, number 14 for Columbia. Dylan Murphy, number 24. I totally expected them to be wearing blue because of their shirts, I guess. Sam Donald, number 32. 42. Hemminghouse, Brady Hemminghouse, number 42, the other starter. Mark Sandstrom, the head coach for Columbia. The Rockets of Rockridge. Jace Whiteman, number 4. Landon Wheatley, number 21. Carson Clemmie, number 24. Number 33, TJ Wilson. And Landon Bowl, number 34, the starters for Rockridge. A who's who of coaching staffs. Mike Horton and I were just talking about. Toby Whiteman, a name that you'll remember from the Knoxville era back when I was a freshman in high school. I think would have been his senior year, give or take a year. Good ball player. He's on the coaching staff. Andy Say is the head coach. And the jump is going to go to Wilson and the Rockets as we are underway here. Quarter number 1 of game number 4. We'll be halfway through when this one's done. 3 on the way, off, no good, long. Rebound to Columbia. Van Bruzigen comes up with the rebound. Van Bruzigen gets it back again. He's going to go to Hemminghouse. Hemminghouse gives it to Steckler. Steckler now gives it off to Murphy. Now Hemminghouse for 3. That's how you do it, he says. Brady Hemminghouse hits the tray. And Columbia is up 3-0. Ball goes over to Wilson. Now on the dribble is Whiteman. Down in the corner, it goes to Clemmie. Back to Clemmie. He's going to drive the baseline. Dumps it across near side to Wheatley. Wheatley now gives it to Bowl. Bowl now to a cutting Wheatley. Nope. It's going to come back out top. Whiteman on NBA 3 is nothing but the bottom of the net for Jace Whiteman. And we're knotted at 3. Live chat is open. Hop in there and let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to have the live chat going and have some conversations with everybody in the live chat. 3 on the way, right corner is off, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. Possession stays with Columbia. The Eagles have it. But hop into live chat. Let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for. The live chat replays, if the kids go back and watch, they'll get to see that you were watching with them. And on the inbounds, the basket to Dylan Murphy. And it's 5-3. Columbia with the lead. Bull with it now. He's going to drive to the rack, stops, puts up the shot, off no good. And Columbia with the rebound. Sam Donald comes down with it. And back the other way go the Eagles. Just about 2 minutes in here. 5-3 the score. Van Bruzigen to Murphy. Now it's Steckler with it. Down low, wide open, Hemminghouse. He's got 5. And please share the link, like this, subscribe to our channel if you'd be so kind. Whiteman again, left corner three is good. Jace Whiteman has 6 on a pair of threes, and his team trails by 1, 7-6. Columbia with the lead in the basketball. Near side, it comes to Steckler. Up top to Donald. Back to Steckler for 3, and he nails a 3. Jack Steckler hits the triple, and it's 10-6. Good ball movement there. Bull ends up with it. He goes back to Wheatley. Now Whiteman backs it out. He's going to drive. Puts the runner up. It's off, no good. Bull with the rebound. Gives it back to Whiteman. His bucket's good. That might have been a bank shot from the side, but I'm not 100% sure. Van Bruzigen backs it up, slows it down a little bit for Columbia. They lead by 2, 10-8. Columbia in the black, Rockridge in the white jerseys. Pump fake drive, short on the shot was Dylan Murphy. And it goes back the other way as Jace Whiteman has it. Now he's going to give it off to Wheatley. On the dribble, number 24 is Carson Clemmy. Whiteman's going to drive, puts up the runner off the one right hand, is off no good. Dylan Murphy with another rebound. Van Bruzigen has his pass taken away by Jace Whiteman, and it goes back the other way. Clem. Somebody watching from Rockridge, can you tell me if it's Clem or Clemmy? It was announced Clemmy. I would have said Clem initially. Wheatley with it, down in the corner to the aforementioned Clemmy. Bull. Whiteman 3, top of the key, good. He's got 11. And suddenly I kind of wish that Danny Stevens was playing Jace Whiteman about right now. Just saying. Southeastern's in the next game, and you're going to see, I'm just guessing from the way this one's starting, you're going to see 2 of the best teams, best players in Western Illinois, maybe West Central Illinois if you consider Rockridge that. But Danny Stevens is coming up next. Jace Whiteman has got 11 points in the first quarter, and he's leading Columbia 11-10. He's had some help, though. Not on the scoreboard, but on the defensive end and on the rebounding side of things for sure from his squad thus far. On the floor, it's Caleb Cunico. I'm not real sure how to pronounce that one either. I'm sorry, Caleb. Wheatley's still out there. Bull is out there, so the T.J. Wilson was the one to take a seat. Hemminghouse with it. He's going to go to Steckler. Steckler on the dribble. Pull up from about 16 feet. His jumper's short. Hemminghouse with the rebound. Comes back to Steckler. Down low. He looks, and a shot put up, and a rebound now. Shot was put up by Dylan Murphy, and he's going to draw a foul. I think they're going to say it's on the floor. Foul is on Landon Bull. His first, team's first. Bull comes out. Three on the way by Murphy. Was that a 3 or a 2? He had an arm up. They still haven't put it on the scoreboard either. Now they gave him a 2. He's got 4. He had his arm up like it was a 3 and then didn't put the other one up when it went in, so kind of threw me off a little bit there. On the dribble, it's Cunico. Wheatley drives, backs it back out, gives it off to Bull. Bull backing in, kicks it out top, left side. Cunico for 3. It's off, no good. Bull is going to get the rebound as Hayes Van Bruzigen did about as good of a box out as you could ask for right there. Landon Bull checks out. Checking back in is T.J. Wilson. 2:14. Now they're going to ask about that shot, I think is what they're talking about. I'm pretty sure that's what they're talking about. Checking in for Columbia. They're still talking about that shot. It was a 3. I thought it was a 3 too, and it is. So going back and giving Dylan Murphy the 3, which makes it 13-11. So better late than never, I suppose. Getting it down the court now. Hemminghouse with it. Steckler has it down low. Knocked out of bounds by Wilson. Steckler with it. Nearly was a travel by Bosch there. Sam Donald with it. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Dylan Murphy, I do believe. On a little hook move down low, Dylan Murphy is going to pick up his first, team's first. 1:43 to go in quarter number 1. McDonald, yes, someone's guard the kid. You're right. He's shooting like lights out. There's a 3 and air ball. Dylan Murphy with the rebound. Ethan Sigorski, thanks. Murphy shoots over 50% from 3. No kidding. Had 27 last night against MR. Well, it's a 3 on the way by Hemminghouse. And there's a whole host of players getting together. You could just pick one you want to call a foul on. Who are they going to call it on? It's going to be on Jack Steckler, number 14. His first, team second. Rockridge is 7th, and Columbia is 5 and 2A. Gotcha. The Rockridge, I was missing the Rockridge in that thing. Mike Horton was just telling me the 5 and 7 and 2A here playing right now. And a jump ball is going to be called. It'll be possession to Columbia. .42 seconds remaining as we have the clock and the scoreboard on. Columbia leads by 2, 13-11. Jace Whiteman has been all the offense for the Rockets thus far. Wheatley, after the miss, gets the rebound, skips it over to Clem. Clem's going to dump it out, and Clem had an easy look at a basket and just decided to pass it out. And it was such an open look that Cameron Bonsack wasn't even expecting to get the ball thrown to him, and it went right through his hands out of bounds. Last shot coming, quarter number 1 probably here as Steckler walks it up the floor for Columbia. Number 5 leading number 7 by 2, oddly enough, here at the end of the first quarter. We'll see if it stays that way. Steckler's going to get a good look. He throws it up. It's off, no good, and out of bounds. That's how quarter number 1 will end. 13-11. Columbia leads here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School. Hopefully Grant doesn't pass out on me here. I've already had one camera guy do that in our short-lived career for TSSR Game Time Live. That was at a graduation, though, not at a sporting event. We're getting ready to go. Second quarter action coming your way here. Ethan says Coach Sandstrom is a 94 Roseville grad and a 2000 Monmouth College grad. Gotcha. So he's a local guy. That's why he'd like to play here. Coach Sandstrom. Knew that name sounded familiar. Clem. Wheatley down low. Backing him in and putting up the shot. It's off, no good, though. TJ Wilson just rooting his way in, and then he's going to pick up a foul for good measure. His first, team's third. Just underway, second quarter. Great Western Shootout. Baseline jumper. Jace Whiteman is going to pick up a tic-tac foul, I guess, on the swipe through. I didn't really see anything there, but he's going to get the foul nonetheless. It's his first, team's fourth. Brody Landgraf shooting two. He hits the first. And the second one good as well. He's got two. It's a 4-point lead. Whiteman's going to drive now. The finger roll is up and in. He's got 13. Sandstrom's got some ties to Abington, too, it sounds like then. Oh, what a block from behind by Wilson as Landgraf was going to the hoop. Ethan, we love that chat. You're giving us the inside scoop that we don't have on some of this stuff. That's what that live chat is great to talk about. We love to talk about it, so we appreciate that greatly. Wheatley on the dribble. He's going to try to get it up to Whiteman. He does. A little push there by Bosch. Whiteman backs in, fade away, turn around, off, no good. Rebound to Dylan Murphy. Dylan Murphy listed at 6'7". And there's a jumper for Murphy. It's good. And Ethan says Murphy shoots 50% from three. We might have some really good players in this tournament. Maybe we just make an all-star team from the teams from this tournament. Go play some AAU ball somewhere. There's Nico with it. He's give it to Wheatley. Wheatley's driving, dumps it out. Three on the way by Clem. Long, no good. Rebound picked up off the floor by Bosch. Whiteman with the steal. He pulls up three in transition, off, no good. Rebound to Murphy. It goes back the other way. Right side. Three on the way by Landgraf, off, no good. Picked up off the floor by Wheatley. 1-on-2. He picks it up, pump fakes, puts up the shot. It's hard off the glass, no good. Landgraf with the rebound. Back the other way it goes. Still 17-13. Wilson's going to pick up the blocking foul. That'll be his second. Team's fifth. Checking in is Hemminghouse and Van Brusingen for the Eagles, and for the Rockets, number 34, Landon Bull, replacing T.J. Wilson, who sits down with two fouls. Hemminghouse, who has 5, throws down to Murphy. Murphy spins, puts the shot up high off the glass against a ton of contact and gets it to fall. Dylan Murphy. Maybe I'd like to see him and Danny Stevens go at it too. There's a bunch of good players in this game here today, folks. This is a great tournament as it's coming along here. Down low it goes to Bull. Bull pump fakes, puts a shot up. Off, no good. Foul's going to be called. I think it might be on Landgraf. We'll wait and see. Landgraf? No, they give it to Dylan Murphy. Murphy picks up his second, team's third. Two free throws for Landon Bull. Second one is good. The first person not named Jace Whiteman to score is Landon Bull. He's got one, and it's 19-14. Hemminghouse with it up top. His pass tipped by Wheatley, picked up by Van Brusingen. Landgraf for three. It's off, no good. Out of bounds, it'll go to Rockridge. Coach Sandstrom down there giving some pointers on getting down and getting busy defensively. Bull goes to the rack and a foul. Count it. Landgraf is going to pick up the foul. Landgraf picks up his first, team's fourth. Old-fashioned three-point play coming for Landon Bull. Whiteman checking back in. Kaneko checking out. 4:16 to go in the first half. 19-16. Make it 19-17 after the free throw good for Bull. Back down to a 2-point advantage for Columbia. Eagles trailed 11-10. That's the only time they've trailed in this one. Ball tipped around, kicked around, falling around, still falling around. Landgraf pump fakes, drives, loses it, gets it back, puts it up and in. Was I saying 32? Maybe I was just not reading the number. I apologize for that, sir. That was Landgraf on the bucket, though, right? Got me all discombobulated now. I'm sorry about that. Shots up and in. Bull gets another two. Whiteman's going to get the layup. He's got 15. There is Donald. Hemminghouse. Donald to Landgraf. Hemminghouse drives baseline, puts the shot up. It's off, no good. Bull gets the rebound. Backdoor cut, Whiteman, a little floater off, no good. Rebound goes to Hemminghouse. Donald brings it up the floor now. Well, I've seen a lot of numbers today, too, so if I very easily could have been wrong. There's no doubt about that. I apologize if I was. I appreciate you pointing it out. I might have been reading the first number and just didn't realize Donald was back in the game. Hemminghouse for three, top of the key. Bull with the rebound, and back the other way it goes as we approach the 2 minutes to go here. And, a little hesitation. Fake, rolls in and out, no good. And it's going to go off of Bull out of bounds. Donald was right there, but they say it went off of Bull, and we're knotted at 21 apiece. TJ Wilson comes back in. Landon Bull goes out. Whiteman grabbing his shorts. A little wore out there, it looks like. Landgraf with it. Right side, Steckler. Back to Van Brusgen. Steckler, 3, right wing. Good. He's got 6. And it's 24-21 with 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. Steckler charged with guarding Jace Whiteman, and he was all over him. Clem to Whiteman. Whiteman, an NBA 3, in and out, no good. Boy, that was all the way in almost and somehow rattled out. Steckler comes down with it at the other end. He's going to go over to Van Brusgen. And one's got a charge, one's got a block, and they're going to call it a charge on Van Brusgen. His first, team's 5th. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't see any way that was going to be a charge. But he wasn't in place, moving or not. You can actually be moving as long as you're not moving to block. And he was most definitely, it looked like to me, still moving left to block him, and that would constitute a block. But Clem's going to try and drive baseline, and Hemminghouse is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his first, team 6th. 45.3 seconds remaining. Rockets will have the basketball. Kaneko checking back in. Whiteman. And now we got one away from the basketball. Clem's going to pick up the foul, number 24, his first, team's 6th. A lot of stuff being called away from the basketball in this game. It's not that it's wrong, but it's just a little uncommon to see that many fouls away from the basketball. As we approach the end of the first half of play, 24-21. Looks like Columbia wants to hold for 1 here. Van Brusgen. Back to Hemminghouse. Down to 12 seconds remaining. Van Brusgen, Hemminghouse. Van Brusgen puts up the shot. It's blocked by Clem, and that's how the half's going to end, 24-21. The Columbia Eagles lead the Rockridge Rockets by 13 at the end of 2 quarters of play. We'll take a very quick break, and we'll be back with some stats. Actually, we don't even need to take a break. We'll just come back with stats. We'll come back right now as we've got 6 points for Jack Steckler. He's got 2 3-pointers. 9 points for Dylan Murphy, who's got the only player with 2 fouls for the Eagles. 3 points for Brody Landgraf and 5 points for Brady Hemminghouse. Landgraf is 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and that is where we sit for Columbia at the end of the first half. Just 2 scores for Rockridge, 6 points for Landon Bull. He's 1 of 3 from the free throw line. And Jace Whiteman has 15 points, 3 threes included in that. 24-21, Columbia with the lead. We've got, I know both these schools are bigger schools, but we're going to play an interview we had from the 8-man state championship game earlier this year with the I8FA president, John Lawler. And welcome to halftime here at the state championship game. And full disclosure, this is before the game.
Yeah, yep.
Here with Coach Lawler. And I guess you're back to being a coach, aren't you?
Well, yeah, they talked me into helping again, so I'm not the head coach, but I'm back coaching again. So.
Well, you coach a whole lot of people, because I've been going to some I8FA meetings, and you're the head man at those things. You're the coach of that deal.
Yeah, I guess.
Those meetings, you never stop being a head coach.
No, it's kind of in you once it's in you. So
President of the Illinois 8-Man Football Association, and you guys just continue to grow.
Yeah, we are. We're up to 30 teams, and there's a couple more coming next year. And we're hoping to get a couple of teams that couldn't field the team back for next year. So, we might have 30, 32, 34 guys playing next year. So
the football is just getting better and better every year, too, it seems like.
Well, last year's championship game was great, I thought. And I loved it especially because everybody thinks 8-man football is like arena ball. Right. And what did we see? A 12 to 7 game.
Something like that, 12-8.
Yeah, a great game. And I'm a defensive guy anyway, so I loved it. Yeah, I loved it.
This 8-man thing is going to be here, and I think you guys have proven that with your association. The elephant in the room is IHSA going to take it over? That probably is down the road, but judging from the meetings that I've been to with you guys, not this year, obviously, and probably not going to be next year.
No, I don't. I honestly don't expect it for 2 or 3, maybe 4 years yet. Honestly, I thought we were closer. I think there's some things that they're looking at, wondering how it's going to affect how they do their championship weekend. Trying to include an 8-man game. That's one of the things. I think the big thing is the enrollment, as you've heard us talk about at the meetings that you've been to. I think that's the stickler. Where do they draw that line? Where do we draw that line? We've dropped it down to 325. We started out 400. I think we're close. Now we're seeing what I thought we would see. I'm not telling you that I know everything, but we're seeing roster sizes grow again. And that's good because kids are having success. They're not getting pounded week after week by bigger, stronger teams with 40, 50 guys in the roster. So now we're seeing roster size grow. We don't want to talk about restricting rosters. That as long as I'm president, that won't happen. I want more kids to play football. So that won't happen. And I don't think the IHSA wants that either. But somewhere we got to find where is it fair and where it isn't fair anymore. So.
I mean, you're a long ways from being big enough for 2 classes, but the enrollment deal is kind of where that is, right? I mean, that's the reason why you keep that enrollment, so everybody that's in your group is ideally competitive.
Yeah, we kind of grandfathered in a couple of bigger schools, but I'll be honest, Dwayne, I've had schools as large as 700 enrollment ask about 8-man football. Now, you and I both know that's not why we started this.
Right.
We started this to save schools of 110 kids like mine and West Prairie and things like that. We didn't start it. I understand where they're coming from. They have a hard time getting kids out, 25, 30 kids out. But that's just not what this is about. It's about saving small town, small school Friday night lights.
Do you feel like now that 8-man football in Illinois has solidified itself and people are recognizing it more now?
Oh, I sure do. Yeah, I think I've told you many times. I had some good friends say, "Are you crazy? What are you doing this for?" And I said, "Because we have to. Right. We have to." I mean, we had a pretty good tradition. We had an 11-year run straight in the playoffs, making it to quarterfinals, second round, and I saw it coming. It's like we're just running out of kids. It's not just us; it's other schools, and you've seen the schools that are in this now. They were 1A consistent playoff teams, and that's what we've got playing 8-man now.
Right.
And that's why the ball's getting better too. So, yeah, it's coming. And has it changed the 11-man 1A and 2A? Sure has, which we knew was going to happen. It's going to change it a little more too. So I think that's where we got to figure out, okay, where does this really lie before the IHSA takes it over? And honestly, I hope people think we're doing a pretty good job running it. I think we are. Everybody seems pretty happy. So, we'll see. Tonight we're going to crown a champion. Both of these schools and their kids, if you went down those locker rooms right now and asked them if they knew a difference what they were playing for, they ain't going to care when they hoist that trophy up.
Now, a couple of coaches are going to be here tonight. We had one on a pregame show, Coach Elder from Ridgewood. Coach Unruh's on the sideline. And Jim Unruh was from Carthage, years, and multiple title champion.
Yep.
he loves 8-man.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is something that when you get to be a part of it, it feels like even the most successful and ingrained coaches like yourself realize it's really good football.
It's fun. I know when I first started, we started morphing to it a little bit with our JV squad because I knew it was going to happen, or I was going to have to make it happen, or we were going to have to do something different. It's fun because even for an old coach that's been around a long time, coached a lot of football, you're learning all over again. So this defensive thing, I still don't have it. Ted Alston's probably the guy that's got it figured out the best. Their defense.
He showed that last year.
Oh man, their defense is stout year in, year out. But it's fun. It's been fun. It's kind of new. Coach, my advice for a coach that was a little scared of it is don't embrace it. Embrace it and try to figure it out. Pat, I'd see Pat and his dad John down here. They've been at every one. And I mean John's the granddaddy, and this was Pat's first year coaching. So I said he'd be a good interview to see how he felt about it. And there again, very successful coach. So.
Well, thanks for talking to us here before the game, for halftime. I know you're busy, got a lot of stuff going on. Yep. We appreciate it. Congrats on a great evening, night, even though it's a little chilly. Congrats on putting a great program together. It's going to be fun, and I appreciate being a part of it.
I appreciate having you. I mean, you guys have been great for us, and we hope this continues. And I want to thank Monmouth College, too. They've been a great partner in this for as many years as we've been doing it. Great partner. I got to know the coaches and that when my son played ball down here back 2011, 2012, and it's been a good fit for us. So hopefully we can keep it going for a while.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We'll be back with some stats and second half action in just a few minutes.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
I forgot I turned myself down. Welcome back. Second half action getting ready to come here between Columbia in the black jerseys and Rockridge in the home white jerseys. Columbia leading 24-21. 15 points for a game high thus far for Jace Whiteman. One of only two players to score for Rockridge. There have been a lot of shots put up. Nobody else has got one to fall, though. Sam Donald's going to inbound it to Dylan Murphy, who took a seat early in that second quarter with 2 fouls. He didn't play much after that, but he still got 9 points. And to Hemminghouse, and he misses the easy layup. Bull with the rebound. Jace Whiteman will walk it up the floor. T.J. Wilson on the floor with Bull. That's how they started with Wheatley and Clem. But both of those players, 33 and 34. That's Wilson 33, Bull 34. And a nice little give and go and a roll without the basketball. Wilson can't hold top. Both those guys have 2 fouls apiece. Dylan Murphy, the only one with 2 fouls for Columbia. So not a whole lot of foul trouble. Van Bruzigen, I'll get it out in a minute. Steckler 3 left corner, good. Steckler has 9 points, all off the 3. And it's a 6-point lead, matching the largest lead of the game for Columbia. That ball kicked out of bounds by Sam Donald. There's a lot of height out there on the floor in this game. They're all so evenly height, you kind of lose the fact that Murphy's listed as 6'7". Donald's listed as 6'8". You kind of lose that in the whole deal. Whiteman pull up 2, off no good. Rebound to Hemminghouse, outlets to Murphy, to Steckler. Steckler, oh, what a pass across to Van Bruzigen. And he can't finish, but that was a great pass by Steckler to Van Bruzigen. And Whiteman to Bull. Oh, he had an avenue to drive. He's going to pump fake, puts it up, and he's blocked by Sam Donald. And I think they're going to call him. They show the arm on top, but I really think he might have had a hold of him down low, to be all honest with you. Foul is going to be on Sam Donald. His first, team's first of the second half. Landon Bull shooting 2. First one is good. Second one, good as well. He's got 8. Timeout charged to Rockridge. It's a 30-second timeout. They have 3 timeouts remaining, 2 fulls and a 30. We'll take a quick one as well, and we'll be back. Columbia leads Rockridge 27-23.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School. As that's the exact reason why we played that interview, McDonald F. A lot of our small schools in our area are playing 8-man football now, and it's really a good sport to watch if you like football. Man, they still hit hard, they run hard. It's great football, and we want to let everybody know what's going on in the state. Some of the smaller schools throughout the state, probably something they ought to look at. It's definitely the real thing. Donald has it up top of the key, guarded by Bull. Drives, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Wheatley. Landon Wheatley brings it up the floor. He comes near side to Landon Bull. Clem for 3 left side. He hits it. And it's 27-26. 5-6-point lead is turned to 1 as Bosch back in the game. Bosch got knocked down, I think, by his own player. Donald with it now. And they're going to call Landon Bull. Man, that's a touch foul. That'll be his 3rd. Team's first. Sub coming in. Bull's going to take a seat. Bonsack coming back in. Linegriff, no, that's Steckler, excuse me, with it. Steckler pull up from about 12 feet off, no good, maybe 15. Sam Donald had the ball in his hands and couldn't hold on to it. It went out of bounds. Possession to Rockridge and a chance to take the lead here. Whiteman scored the first 11 and has not done a lot since then. Brandon Hook, thank you. That's what Mike Horton and I were just talking about, that he was the head coach for a few years. Talked about that at halftime off air. Whiteman for 3. It's off, no good. Steckler had the rebound, stripped it away by Wilson. It's going to go off of Steckler out of bounds. Possession to Rockridge. Inbounded to Wheatley. Bonsack. And now they're going to call Steckler for the foul. Who'd they call that on? He had to be on Steckler. 22's not even out there, but he wasn't even down there. Yeah, but I thought the foul was down there for Steckler underneath, but at any rate, foul goes on Bosch. That shot's off, no good. Called a hold, I guess. Steckler thought it was on him too, for anybody that's counting. Murphy shot off, no good. Whiteman with the long rebound. 27-26 still. Outside the 5-foot barrier, so just counting off time. Whiteman goes over to Clem, far side. Down in the corner. Now they try to get it to Wilson Bonsack. And Hemminghouse, I think is who that is down there, stepped on the baseline, out of bounds. Possession to Rockridge. Checking back in is Caleb Kaneko. So Sandstrom with the ties to Abington and the Roseville area probably likes being up here watching some basketball. Goes off of Bosch, out of bounds. Bosch was trying to say it was off Whiteman, but no such luck. Clem inbounds to Bonsack. It's it, Brandon. It does sound that way. Whiteman or Sandstrom was we got a foul, offensive foul, charged to Clem, number 24. His second, team's second. You can tell these teams, these last few games, are the two teams playing at a given time think they're good because they have that we're going to get in your face and we're going to play hard no matter if I know you or not kind of thing. The last one had a rivalry feel to it. Murphy for a long two. It's just a two for Murphy. He's got 11. But they have almost a rivalry feel to these games. And, right. So here is Clem with it. It's a 3-point game again, 29-26. Whiteman with the basketball. Still on the dribble, hasn't knocked away by Bosch. Now he's going to drive. Floater from behind the basket almost, and Whiteman gets it to fall. It's first of the second half, 17. And now what do we got? Hemminghouse just got a technical, and that's absolutely silly. Hemminghouse is going to pick up the technical. Hemminghouse gets the technical at the 2:39 mark after Bosch and Whiteman get tangled up after the whistle for the timeout. I have to wait and see. They haven't officially said the timeout yet, I don't think. As the officials having a conversation here. This might be a good one. Hemminghouse got the technical. The timeout charged to Rockridge. They've got 2 remaining. Landgraf going to check in, I'm guessing replacing Hemminghouse. Coach Say has something to say down there. Coach Anderson coached for several years here at Abington for sure. I remember those days covering the newspaper for the Macomb Journal back in the day, so covered Coach Anderson quite a bit and deal with him on the regular now here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH, so we'll have him up here talking to us a little later. So it is, never really thought of that aspect of it, Brandon, but it is definitely a homecoming of sorts. A lot of semi-local, you would say, or a lot of people with ties to Abington with it here. As the 2 free throws on the technical coming now for Whiteman. He makes the first. Second one good as well. He's got 19, and the first lead since 11-10. Rockets get the ball back and a chance to build on that. Once again, love having the live chat being active. Also, share the link if you would. This is going to be a good one down the stretch, I have a feeling. Don't want to miss the end of this one. Kaneko for three. He nails it. And it's a 4-point lead, largest lead of the game for the Rockets. Steckler goes left, picks it up. Landgraf was standing there, picks a wide open three from the corner, and he nailed it. They gave him absolutely no respect on his ability to shoot the three. And he said, well, you're going to let me stand out here and take it. I'll show you. And he nailed it. Back to a 1-point game, 33-32. Wheatley drives, dumps it to Kaneko. Kaneko's going to try and drive. Crossover. Gives it off to Klim. Klim now. Oh, what a cut. Wheatley. Reverse layups off. No good, but that was a fabulous play. Just couldn't finish. And now it's going to go over and back. Nobody's going to track it down, but Wheatley, here comes Murphy. He got a hand on it. A partial block for Dylan Murphy. And Coach Say wanted a, I think, a slap in the blackboard or a goaltending. And they're saying it hit the backboard beforehand. I don't know, but it was great hustle by Murphy either way to get down and break that up, and a chance to give his team a lead now at this end after the block on the layup. 2 straight plays that Rockridge had to think they had good looks at baskets, and neither one of them fell. Oh, Steckler, nice cut. Landgraf now to the basket. He's going to turn around, put one up hard off the glass, front of the rim. Landgraf gets his own rebound. Murphy for three, good. 14, and the level of excitement in this gym is just growing and growing and growing as Columbia now is up by 2 with 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 3, Whiteman, no good. Wilson with the rebound, and they're going to call him for a foul. Coach Say is losing his mind down there. 33 seconds left. The foul was on number 33. That's his third. There's a whole lot of threes going on. It's 33. Both teams have 3 fouls. If it was just tied 33, it would have been perfect. Almost had the trifecta, I guess you'd call it maybe. I don't know. Murphy with it, 20 seconds remaining. Now Sam Donald with it. Donald gives it to Hemminghouse, who's back in the game after picking up the technical at the 2:39 mark. And he loses the ball. Steckler couldn't take the pass. Wheatley gives it to Whiteman. Whiteman, turn around, jumper, no good. Donald's going to loft it in a hurry. It's going to fall nowhere near the basket. And at the end of 3, it's 35-33, a 2-point lead for the Columbia Eagles. We'll take a break on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. You're watching the Great Western Shootout from Abington, Illinois. We'll be right back.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back to Abington Avon High School. Dwayne Hulett, Grant Hicks on the camera. And this is going to be fun down the stretch, folks. 35-33, both teams led in the third quarter. And it is Columbia with the lead. It'll be Rockridge with the basketball. Columbia will have it down the stretch if it comes to it. Landon Bull back in the game, playing with 3 fouls. Landon Bull for 3. It's off, no good. Ball tipped around. Murphy and Klim fighting for it. It comes down to Sam Donald, and back the other way it comes. Looking to build on a 2-point lead for the Eagles. Steckler with it. Steckler, right side to Donald, down low to Murphy. Or no, that's Landgraf, excuse me. He gets the bucket. He's got 10. 37-33. Whiteman, who's been relatively quiet since the first quarter. At 15 in the first half. He had the first 11. 3 on the way. Good for Jace Whiteman. You ask and you shall receive. 1 point game, 37-36. Sam Donald goes to the rack, can't finish. Bull with the rebound. Drops it back to Jace Whiteman, and up the floor it comes. Crossed half court. Oh, carried it on his hip. No call, though. Still on the dribble. He's going to have to get going. He's going to throw it out to Landgraf as he was trying to get it to Bull, I think. Down the corner, Steckler drives around Bull, and the layup's good. Steckler, his first non-3-point bucket of the night. He's got 11. 39-36 as we approach the 6-minute mark here. Landon Bull with it, going to drive on Landgraf. Oh, nice little spin move from the big guy. He puts the shot up and in. He's got 10. Down to Murphy in the post. His shot's off, no good. Whiteman with the rebound. Out to Wheatley. Wheatley backs it out, sets the offense up with 5:30 remaining in the game. It's a 1-point game. Rockridge a chance to take the lead here on this possession. Oh, a nice little fake handoff to the rack, and a foul, and the basket's good. Give him 12 and an old-fashioned 3-point play attempt coming. The foul's on Landgraf, his second, team's third. Make it fourth, excuse me. Landgraf with the, or excuse me, Bull with the chance. The foul was on Landgraf, his second. I didn't mark down the technical foul earlier as the reason why I didn't have enough fouls. And he hits it. He's got 13. And it's a 2-point lead for Knoxville. Well, you got a Donald pull-up jumper, left elbow, short, rattles around, rebound down low to Bonsack, and it's going to come out to Wheatley. Whiteman catching a break on the bench at the moment. Bull going to try and drive on Steckler. He will. Puts the shot up and in. Landon Bull has got 15. And it's a 4-point lead. And a timeout charged to the Eagles. It's a full timeout. It's their first timeout of the game. We'll take a break as well. Rockridge up by 4. We'll be right back to the Great Western Shootout.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to Abington Avon High School. You see Rockridge getting some, well, almost to the last half of the last quarter as it's 4:34 to go here in this one, and this has got a feel to it. This is what holiday / tournament basketball is about here, even though this is a shootout. You got two of the best teams in Class 2A battling it out, and Rockridge is taking a 4-point lead here in this one on a 7-0 run. And Steckler is going to get 2 shots as Wheatley, I think, is going to pick up the foul. Nope, Whiteman's going to get the foul. It's his second. Team's 4th. Steckler shooting 2. He's got 11 points. And misses the free throw. He'll have another one. Second free throw for Steckler. Off, no good. Hemminghouse with the rebound. And swiped away by Whiteman. That looked like a professional downtown New York pickpocket move right there. That was sweet. And Hemminghouse is going to pick up the foul, and he earned that one earlier, I'm pretty sure. Hemminghouse picks up his 3rd foul, team's 5th. Landgraf is going to go in. Hemminghouse is going to come back out, and I doubt that you're going to get a whole lot of good use out of Hemminghouse the rest of the way. I think that he's caught the eye, you might say, of the officiating crew. Whiteman with it now. Clem with it. Looked back to Whiteman, couldn't get it there. Going to go to Wheatley, and that was almost ugly. It really was ugly. It just went their way. 43-39. Tipped away, knocked down. Steckler back the other way. He puts the shot up and in. He's got 13. .335 remaining. The Southeastern Suns team over in the doorway watching this one, but this is a long ways from over. Whiteman, a little runner, is off, no good. Kaneko comes down with it. Now Whiteman again. Picks up his dribble. Not real sure why he picked up his dribble there, but Bull had to come get it. 3:15 remaining. And Sam Donald is denying whenever possible. He never gets out of an arm length of Whiteman. Wheatley to the rack, and it's good over Landgraf. Wheatley gets his first 2. 45-41. Donald with it, top of the key. Back Steckler. Down low to Murphy. It's tipped away, but it's going to come out, and Bosch comes to get it. Every possession going to be key for both these teams now. As Steckler with it. Nice little behind the back. Goes to the rack. Off, no good. Bull comes down with it. Gets it out to Whiteman. 2:30 remaining. Wheatley down corner. 3 on the way. Kaneko for 3. 6-point. And a timeout's going to be called by Columbia. It's going to be a full timeout. They'll have a full and 2:30s remaining. We'll take a break. Rockridge 48, Columbia 41 at the Great Western Shootout.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back to Abington Avon High School, the Great Western Shootout, game number 4, and looks like it's going to be the best one to date. The first 2 were kind of lopsided. The last one became lopsided late, but it was really good for the first 3 quarters. This one has been good throughout. As we are ready to go here for the final 2:24. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Grant Hicks on the camera today. It's a long day, 8 games. We're working to get halfway through. At the end of this 2:24, we'll be 16 down, 16 to go if we don't have any overtime at the end of this thing. It's a 7-point lead, largest lead of the game for Rockridge right now. Murphy, step back 3, it's good. 17 for Dylan Murphy, and that's as good of a step back 3 as you're going to see right there, and he cuts the lead to 4, 48-44. Whiteman brings it up the floor. Bosch is spelled all over him. Him and Sam Donald have been all over him. Whiteman's going to drive, and what are they going to call? Call Bosch? They are going to call it on Bosch. That'll be his second, team 6th. kind of at this point, you have to get that foul out of the way when you need to stop the clock in a little bit. So get it out of the way and maybe get something if you're lucky. But it'll be shooting the rest of the way. And Steckler going to get the foul call. I don't know how you can be upset about that foul call. He ran right into the back of him. I mean, I understand Bull stopped, but that's not Bull's fault that he stopped. You get that foul called all the time. One in bonus coming for Landon Bull. He's 5 of 6 from the free throw line. One in bonus here. Hits it. He'll get the bonus. He hits them both. He's got 17 unofficially. Steckler with it. 6-point lead. Steckler gets it and a foul. Count it. And Whiteman's going to pick up his third. Got him with the body, the official says. Steckler gets his 15th in an old-fashioned three-point play attempt here. With 1:35 to go, a chance to cut it to a one-possession game. Free throw is off the mark, no good. That's the only thing. He has not shot well tonight. He's 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. Bull brings it across half court. Did he push him? Kaneko for 3, good! 3 threes, and he gives his team a 7-point lead again, 53-46 with 1:10 remaining. Sam Donald with it. And they're going to call Clem for a hold away from the basketball as Murphy jab stepped to the baseline and then tried to come back out to get the ball, and Clem held him. That was a good call. Clem's going to pick up his third. Team foul number 6, so both teams will be shooting bonus the rest of the way. And to Donald to Murphy for 3. Good for Dylan Murphy. He's got 20. And it's 49-53. 53-49 as steal. Steckler steals it away from Whiteman. To the rack he goes. Put it up. It's off. No good, but a foul's going to be called. He'll have 2 free throws. Foul is on Wheatley, number 21. His first, team 7th. Jack Steckler is 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. He's shooting 2 here with 56.1 seconds. Huge free throws. First one's good. A one-possession game. They wanted a sub or they didn't want a sub. I'm not real sure what was going on there. 56.1 remaining, as you can see on the scoreboard. 53-50, make it 53-51. 17 for Steckler. And it's a one-possession game as Clem's going to have to get it inbounded. He does to Kaneko. Now back to Clem, guarded by Landgraf. Up the floor they come against some pressure. Cross half court, Kaneko. Down to Bull. Bull pump fake, puts it up and in. Give him 19. 55-51. Steckler. 32 seconds. Donald's going to drive and a hand check out near the top by Kaneko. That'll be his first foul, but a one and bonus situation coming for Sam Donald and the Columbia Eagles. It's a 4-point game, 5-51. Good for Sam Donald. Believe it or not, that's his first point of the night. He gets the bonus. Back to a one-possession game with 30.4 seconds remaining. Hits that one as well, down to a 2-point game. Inbounded to Wheatley, back to Clem. Sam Donald's going to pick up the foul. It'll be his second. Clem's going to walk to the other end for the one and bonus. Vonsack checking back in, replacing TJ Wilson. 1 in bonus for Clem. He's got 3 points on the night on a three-pointer. One of these is huge. 2 would be fantastic if you're a Rockets fan. He hits the first. Worst case right now is a tie. Make it a 2-possession game here. Up and rattles around and falls through. High bounce on the initial hit, but it fell through. 22 seconds remaining. 4-point game, 57-53. Donald has it swiped away, comes up with it, swiped. Landon Bull comes down with it. He's going to push it back the other way, and he's going to be fouled. Landon Bull will be shooting 1 in bonus. They're going to foul called on Bosch, his third. Landon Bull with the 1 in bonus. He's 7 of 8 from the free throw line. First one is good. He gets the second. Chance to make it a full 2-possession game here, and he does. He's got 21. Rockridge takes the timeout. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. It's a full timeout. 12.8 seconds remaining. We'll set the court for you here. Rockridge has 8 team fouls. 9 team fouls for Columbia. Nobody's in risk of fouling out, so anybody can foul for Columbia. Nobody's got more than 3. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. Jump ball goes to Columbia. And again, we have 12.8 seconds remaining, 59-53. It is Rockridge with the lead, but Columbia has the basketball after 2 made free throws by Landon Bull, who's got 21 points. He's got 15 of those in the second half, and I would make a statement that he might be the MVP of this game over Whiteman, who played so well early. Steckler, Donald, skips it across to Steckler, and it goes out of bounds. Possession to Rockridge, and that's pretty much the end of this one. Nico checks back in. Bonsack checks out. Yeah, that's what we're just having that discussion right here. Bull probably the MVP, I think. That's going to run it out. Final score, 59-53. Rockridge gets the win over the Columbia Eagles. We'll announce the MVP. It's going to be either Whiteman or Bull. I go with Bull myself. He's 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Rockridge was 13 of 14 from the charity stripe. Six of 9 unofficially for Columbia. Landon Bull is the MVP, and that's rightfully called there for Landon Bull, picking up the MVP award, as he played an outstanding game for Rockridge. Just look at the scoring for the two teams. Columbia in the loss, they totaled 53 points, finished unofficially 6 of 9 from the charity stripe. They were led by Dylan Murphy's 20 points, 17 by Jack Steckler, and 10 by Brody Landgraf. 2 points for Sam Donald, 5 points for Hemminghouse. And that's the scoring. So 3 in double figures. for the Rockridge Rockets. 22 points for Jace Whiteman. 21 points, including 9 of 10 from the free throw line for Landon Bull. 9 points for Caleb Kaneko. 2 points for Landon Wheatley. 5 points for Carson Clem. And that's the scoring for Rockridge. 59-53, the final in game number 4. We're halfway through the day. Thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back with Southeastern and Fulton in just a few minutes.